Are you looking to raise your game in Forza Motorsport 7? Fancy optimising your McLaren Shadow Project qualifier times? We've got you. Let's head out onto the track in the McLaren Senna and show you 4 tips that will make you quicker. First things first, if you really want to go quick around any track in Forza Motorsport 7, you're going to have to let go of that comfort blanket and turn those assists off. The more assists you enable, the less control you have of the car, and while auto braking, steering and stability control will keep you on the track, it won't make you any faster. Manual gearing is especially important as this lets you use engine braking to control your stopping distances and keep the revs where you need them throughout each corner. Many Forza Motorsport 7 drivers will turn off a lot of assists but leave the racing line on to give them an idea of braking points on circuits they're not familiar with. That makes sense when you're learning a track, but when you really want to push the envelope, it's time to ignore the colours completely. Often you can brake much later than those scary red arrows advise, particularly when using a high downforce setup. And you might even find a different line on approach to the corner is actually faster. You want to use the whole track to its limits. This includes braking, turn-in, cornering phase and exit of the corner to maximise the speed and momentum you carry through that corner. Shifting the weight of the car around is key to Forza Motorsport 7's handling. Weight shifts back under acceleration, forwards under braking, and moves in the direction you turn in as the suspension on that side takes the load. Going fast is about maximising that momentum so that when you throw the car's weight into a corner, you can keep it going. The more adjustments you have to make mid-turn, the more you lose that momentum. That means managing the weight of the car comes down to picking spot-on braking and turn-in points, and making sure you have the weight centered again before flooring the throttle. Hand in hand with weight distribution is traction. Usually when you lose out on the optimal lap time in Forza Motorsport 7, it's because the rear wheels have lost traction and you have to spend time making adjustments to get that traction back instead of propelling yourself through a turn and down the straight. Keeping traction is all about managing your revs so that they don't creep up too high on corner entry when you're braking, or on the exit when you want to lay the hammer down and accelerate out as quickly as possible. It's also about keeping the rear tyres from losing grip mid-turn. They'll do this when you ask too much of them by carrying too much speed into the corner or flinging the steering violently in one direction or the other, unsettling the weight of the car. Smooth steering and optimal braking points will minimise your loss of grip and keep you stuck to the track throughout your lap. Lastly, remember to actually enjoy yourself. It's something that you can lose sight of when you're running endless laps of the same track in the same car, trying to string together that perfect minute and a half of concentration and muscle memory. But driving is about the thrill of sensation. It's about enjoying the feeling of being put in charge of a machine designed to go ludicrously fast. If you're not enjoying that feeling, just take a little break. The sector times will still be there when you get back. So there we go, 5 tips that will hopefully bring about a few purple sectors in Forza Motorsport 7 for you. Lose the assist and lines, keep the weight where you need it, use the revs, braking points and steering action to control traction, and remember to enjoy it. Hopefully those tips have given you food for thought on your next run of practice laps. Maybe you've got some tips of your own, in which case drop them in the comments below and help out your fellow petrolhead. This channel belongs to you, so what do you want to see us cover in future videos? Let us know your ideas and suggestions, however wild they might be. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the vid and be sure to subscribe to this channel for the latest info on McLaren Shadow Project 2019 and plenty more. We'll catch you next time.